Who are you?
I don't know, that's a good question, Zane. Who am I? I'm trying to figure that out with myself here. It took a long time. I'm Randy, and today I want to share a bit with you about years of research on water through testing and inventing different devices. I feel that I've come to a place where I'm ready to share with the world in a deeper way of my understanding of water, the importance of water in our lives, and how we treat water and how we work with water. Our physical well-being, our mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. It touches us in so many different ways in life. And I grew up as a commercial fisherman. I started when I was 7 years old with my father, moved on at quite a young age, fishing in Alaska. And for approximately 28 years, I was on the water, on the ocean. I was on the ocean 9-10 months out of the year. So I was getting this spiritual connection with water. I wasn't understanding this at the point, but from all of the years of being on the water, this huge diversity of the calm and quietness, and then also to being in 75-foot waves that are just like massive, powerful, wow, you know. So around the age of 26, I was blessed to have a couple spiritual teachers show up in my life. One was a grandmother Fallingleys, Crowfoot. She was a medicine woman, but taught many things and was just a really amazing person and soul, and carried so much wisdom and taught this wisdom in so many different classes and courses. And another woman, her name was Celia Nelson. She was a curandera from Mexico. And Grandmother Celia was a phenomenal medicine woman. This woman could just look at you in 5-10 minutes and know more about you than you knew about yourself. I mean, really. She'd have you hold a chicken egg for like 10 minutes and crack it into a glass of water, look at the chicken egg, and tell you all what's going on in your physical body. If your digestive system's out of whack or respiratory, whatever it may be, she could see that in that chicken egg in the water. She could see energy most people couldn't. She could see your aura. She had like a built-in scan to scan your body to see what's going on. And she also, she taught me unconditional love like nobody I'd ever met in my life. You could have beat her son up, black and blue, and she would have let you in her home the next day, fed you, taken care of you, whatever you needed to get back into health, and would not have asked a dime from you. But one day I asked Grandmother Celia, what are these cards? And she never really told people she read tarot cards. That wasn't her thing. Her thing was she was a medicine woman. She liked help to heal people. This woman was the best tarot card reader I've seen to this day, which is 23 years later. Could tell you exactly what was going to happen to you. 8 years down the road. And it happened exactly how she said it, literally 8 years down the road. Could heal people in an astral state. Lily could come and visit me at any time she wanted in her astral state and tell me exactly what I was doing, who I was with, and she didn't drive a car, so I know she was doing that somehow other than driving and sneaking up on and watching me. She was doing it in her astral state. And that blew me away, because I grew up in a small little town, coastal Washington State, town of like Bay City of like, there was like 4 or 5 families. And, these kind of things were not in my world. So when she showed up, both the teachers showed up, both the grandmothers, they rocked my world. My world did 180 degrees of, wow, this is possible, wow. And this is actually real. Grandmother Celia told me at a point, we'd have long conversations together. And she told me at one point, she said, son, you were one of the top science men in Atlantis. And this was roughly 25 years ago. And I hadn't even heard of Atlantis. I was, Atlantis, what are you talking about? Science man, no, I'm a fisherman. She said, no, son, this is a long time ago. And what you were working with in Atlantis is going to be important for you to remember in this lifetime to help bring these things you were working on back into existence. So she said, if you start learning the art of meditation, this will help you to remember what your soul knows, what you carry inside of you, which are way more gifts than what I have, she said. And I was just kind of like, oh, wow, really? Okay, well, that's hard for me to believe, because she already was, really amazing me and everything she showed me. Anyway, so that's when I started the world of getting into meditation. Still commercially fishing, but started meditating and going more inward. Well, next thing I knew, I am getting ideas about how to energize water and how to support water to have more health and well-being. I don't blame you if you say, this guy's full of BS. It's okay. I'm not here to convince you. I will ask you, if you do decide to listen and to what I share, is to do your best to listen from your heart, because you're going to get more from your heart and your gut. And I'm not saying the mind is a bad thing. I'm not saying that. But in this new times we're in, my advice is let the heart be the driver.